4 Golf, is that a Roger?
4 Golf, is that a Roger?
That's a Roger. Whiskey Radio 4 Golf.
Roger, Roger. What's the name there?
Roger, Roger. What's the name there?
Okay, the handle here is Bill Bravo India Lima Lima, and I am in New Market, Alabama. Over.
Roger, Roger. What radio are you running today?
Roger, Roger. What radio are you running today?
I'm running a PRO-3 today. I've been just moved here into an HOA, and I've been experimenting with in-pin antennas and not having a great deal of luck with them, but anyhow,
Okay, Bill, I had a pretty good copy on you. It's kind of coming and going, but I think you're pretty hot into your ALC. But let's just review a couple of things, if you would. Mainly, the first thing is your TBC, your transmit bandwidth. We want that on wide, 100 to 2900. Wide, 100 to 2900 on your transmit bandwidth. Roger?
100 to 2900 on your transmit bandwidth. Roger?
It is on wide. Hang on just a second. Okay, I just turned the comp off. Is that any better?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, do you normally run compression?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, do you normally run compression?
No, I usually don't. I really haven't done a lot setting up on this radio. I've had it a while, and everybody seems to say it sounded pretty good. The problem is I'm running the original HM36 microphone. I understand that they're not the greatest in the world, so I may switch over and try 300.
Roger that, roger that. Well, gosh, our setup usually starts with that transmit bandwidth at 100 to 2900, then moves into the compressor, and we suggest only a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, just a very light amount, 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger?
3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger?
Yeah, roger that. I need to get the book out. You say you're in here on Fridays?
Friday from 3:30 till 5. Yeah, make a note of that. Maybe I'll just give you some notes and you can crank them in at your leisure. So it'll be that transmit bandwidth 100 to 2900. 100 to 2900 on the transmit bandwidth. Then to the compressor processor, we want it on and at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, depending on how it's labeled, just a third of it. 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger?
3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger?
Yeah, I'll get to where I can get into the mainly. I haven't done with it. I've just mainly, when I was in Pensacola, Florida, we just moved up here to Newmark. When I was in Pensacola, Florida, I had a much bigger station, much better antenna, and I think I was running an ICM on this thing at the time. I don't know if they're any better or not, but I really don't have room on the desk here for a desktop microphone right now, so I'm not running the ICM. Any info on that? Do you think they're any better? Over.
You running the stock hand mic right now?
Pressure back on. You running the stock hand mic right now?
You're fading on me.
Are you running the stock hand mic right now?
Real quick, please.
Sure, go ahead.
Are you running the stock hand mic right now?
Roger, running the stock HM36.
All right, the best way to run that mic is pull it to the side of your lips and talk across it. Actually touch the side of your lips and talk across it. Do not talk into it. You'll have a lot cleaner audio if you just pull it to the corner of your lips and talk across it.
If you just pull it to the corner of your lips and talk across it.
Okay, we had somebody in there wanting to make a comment. Over.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. If you could, did you have the compressor on, say, 70%? Go ahead. 20%. There we go. My mic breaking up. Can you put that on 20 if it was on 80, over?
I can't copy him. Do you have him?
Yeah, I should put it on 30 if it's 30 out of 100 is the ideal place for that compressor.
30 out of 100 is the ideal place for that compressor. We just lost the band, Jim.
How about you, Bill? You still got a copy?
How about you, Bill? You still got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do. I was trying to catch the other gentleman that was trying to get in, but he's real weak, very, very right at the noise level.
Okay, so let's move now to your ALC with mic gain in hand. And as you say the magic word audio, you become a human test tone generator and adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3, whichever comes first.
7 or 2/3, whichever comes first.
Okay, there we go. Audio, yeah, it's running, let's see, ALC, it's running right at the top of the red.
Okay, so you just want to run that at 2/3, which is just to the right of half. Roger, just to the right of half?
Which is just to the right of half. Roger, just to the right of half.
Okay, let me bring it down a little bit here. All right. There we go. It's at right at about 2/3.
Okay, and what level is your microphone? Let me rephrase that. So you've got your hand mic actually pulled to the corner of your lips and touching the corner of your lips and talking across it?
The corner of your lips and touching the corner of your lips and talking across it.
That's a Roger.
Okay, and what's your mic level?
Okay, and what's your mic level?
Let me see. Are you talking about like the knob? What word's that?
Yeah, it should be numbered, 1 to 10 or 1 to 100.
Numbered, 1 to 10 or 1 to 100.
I'd say it's probably at about from 1 to 10, about a 5, 4 or 5.
All right, then move that up to a 6. Move it up to a 6. I'm trying to get you a 3 dB dynamic range. So give me a 6 on your mic level control. That's 6. 6 out of 10. Is that a Roger?
Control. That's 6. 6 out of 10. Is that a Roger?
That's a Roger. There we go. How's that? Over.
Yes, sir. That looks pretty good. Now, why don't you tell me about your antenna system in about 10 or 15 seconds, and let me look around and see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
Let me look around and see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
Okay, well, the antenna, it's an Ultimax InFit at 66 feet, but I've been having fits with it. I can't get it to come into a decent SWR anywhere except for like when I get my antenna analyzer, and it'll come down to 1-to-1 SWR at 8800, 8.8, and at 420 meters is just way off. I can't get it to do anything. Over.
Roger. Gosh, well, I'll tell you the way. Is it a dipole antenna or just a long wire?
Gosh, well, I'll tell you the way. Is it a dipole antenna or just a long wire?
It's an InFit long wire. Over.
Roger. Now, see, in my case, I'm running a dipole, a tuned dipole, and the way that I tune that is it's a unbalanced tuned dipole, and so the high side I bring it on frequency, and on the low side, the ground side, I'm adjusting that for lowest SWR. And what I do is I use, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's called a split bolt right at the end of the antenna, and I have about a foot of wire hanging down vertically off my horizontal antenna, and I use that to trim with. I either bend it up or wrap it up, or but I can tune with that. I don't have to cut the antenna at all. I just tune with that piece of wire. So on the high side, I'm bringing it back on frequency, and on the low side, I'm adjusting my SWR, and I keep on doing that until you just walk it right down, Roger.
And I keep on doing that until you just walk it right down, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. A dipole would be great. I have no room for a dipole here. In fact, if they caught me with this long wire out, they'd probably make me take it down. So I'm starting to look into the idea of maybe a rain gutter antenna. Over.
Roger. Now, what is the gauge of wire that you're using on your antenna?
What is the gauge of wire that you're using on your antenna?
It's 14 gauge.
Roger. Well, all I can say is the smaller the diameter, the higher the Q, and the higher the Q, the higher the gain. So with that smaller wire, you are running a higher gain situation than what you would if you had a larger cable for your antenna. So look at it that way, Roger.
A larger cable for your antenna. So look at it that way, Roger.
Yeah, Roger that. Like I say, I'm about ready to do away with this head-fed antenna. I know a lot of people have great luck with them, but I've been a ham operator for 50 years, and I've built I don't know how many antennas and everything, and I just cannot get this one to do as advertised. Over.
Roger that. Well, Bill, gosh, I wish you luck. Don't give up. Maybe tune some more on it. Maybe you'll find out what it is that's causing the problems. It should be able to be fairly linear as you walk it down. Increase or decrease the length of it. It should show a natural progression on down as far as frequency and SWR. Roger.
On down as far as frequency and SWR, Roger?
Yeah, Roger that. Like I say, I'm going to play with it a little bit more, but I'm starting to look at different options here. I just missed my 50-foot tower with my dipole and my beam and everything that we had in Pensacola. I knew when I was coming up here that getting into the HOA I was going to have problems, but there's nothing else that gives me something to do trying to designing get an antenna. But Jim, I appreciate your help and your advice on setting this thing up. And I'll say 7-3s to you, and maybe get back in here next Friday, and we can see how we're doing with the antenna, and I'll get some more settings done on the radio. So at this point, I'll just say 7-3s, and hopefully I'll catch you next week. Whiskey Radio 4 Golf.
Roger, Bill, 73, sir. And if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do that call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,000, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. So 73, Bill, we'll catch you later. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.